Right, so since ancient times, humanity has been enthralled with building higher and higher. Let's walk through that fascinating history of the world's tallest buildings from 2500 BC to the modern day. The classic example of a tall ancient building is, of course, the pyramids in Giza. Constructed over 85 years in the 25th century BC, these monoliths of human innovation stood over 450 feet tall. For temporal scale, today we are closer to the birth of Jesus Christ than Jesus was to the creation of the pyramids. It took 3,800 years for these engineering marvels to be surpassed in height, but eventually the British decided it was time to try their hand at making a tall landmark to honor their god. The Lincoln Cathedral was finished in 1311, and by all accounts, it stood over 500 feet tall, beating out the millennia-old pyramids, which had weathered significantly by that point. Over the next 500 years, a number of cathedrals stretched higher and higher, taking the spot as the world's tallest structures by several feet at a time. No big changes happened, though, until the completion of the Washington Monument in 1884, which towered over 550 feet. Its place at the top was short-lived, though. In 1889, the Eiffel Tower was completed, standing at over 980 feet tall. At this point in history, it is important we start paying attention to the differences between a building and a tower, though. Metal structures like the Eiffel Tower could be made cheaper and easier, but weren't capable of supporting humans in the long term. From here on out, we will focus on the human dwellable buildings rather than any artificial structure. The 1,000-foot milestone was broken by the Chrysler Building in New York City in 1931, stealing world's tallest structure from the Eiffel Tower. Humanity had entered the era of the skyscraper, and progress really started to speed up at this point. The very same year the Chrysler Building was the tallest in the world, it was beaten by the Empire State Building, which at 1,250 feet held the record for 40 years. Eventually, the World Trade Center passed it in 1971 at 1,360 feet tall. Then, Sears Tower in Chicago was finished in 1973 at 1,450 feet tall. And after over 100 years of containing the world's tallest buildings, the US was surpassed in 1998 by the beautiful Petronas Towers in Malaysia, which eked out at 1,480 feet. 2004 soon came, though, and Taiwan finished their masterpiece, Taipei 101. It truly towered at 1,670 feet and maintained its dominance until the year 2010, when the United Arab Emirates completed the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. This architectural masterpiece absolutely scrapes the sky at 2,717 feet tall. For reference, a half mile is only 2,640 feet.